This is called mifepristone, and a woman pregnant anywhere from conception to 10 weeks can take this to starve the baby.
Mifepristone is the first of 2 drugs used in medication abortions. It does not cause the starvation of a fetus. Instead, it blocks the signaling of a hormone called progesterone. This causes a loosening of the uterine lining, which is then shed with the next drug, misoprostol.
Now we're getting news that it's 22 times more dangerous than the government told us, because according to the Federal Food and Drug Administration, there was only a 0.5% chance of serious adverse events for the woman taking mifepristone. But as it turns out, that number is completely off. The Ethics and Public Policy Center did their own investigation, and according to a sample size of over 600,000 women that have taken mifepristone, over 10% of them experienced either a serious or life-threatening adverse event, 22 times higher than what the FDA reported and what they put on the boxes.
This study had multiple serious flaws, but I'm just going to go into the difference between what the FDA reported and what's in this non-peer-reviewed, non-published study. First, they say that their emergency room visits and these other abortion complications, its own category distinct from other life-threatening abortion complications, make up more than half of all the reported serious adverse events. A serious adverse event is supposed to be life-threatening or causing serious bodily injury or harm, which going to the emergency room or fitting in one of these other categories does not do. They have this much higher number of serious adverse events because they inflated it, and you can tell that when you take a closer look at their numbers. See, if you actually add up the columns, it's almost twice as high as what they reported. This is because they deflated the number. No one's going to believe saying that a woman who reported a single serious adverse event is more than likely going to have 2 or more if she reported any at all. This just doesn't make logical sense, and it's because they upcoded. They bundled together multiple non-emergent things to make them all seem like serious adverse events when they're not.
It's bad enough that this is now the main way to kill a baby, and it's just the cherry on top that now it's life-threatening to women who take it as well.
Isn't it interesting how anti-abortion groups love to claim mifepristone is so dangerous and life-threatening, yet they never show you stats to back it up? And they even in this study exclude death as an endpoint because they say it's too hard to measure. But they fail to mention the FDA has reported every single death, even possibly associated with mifepristone, since it was first approved in 2000s. Because we know this, we also know that 0.29 out of every 100,000 prescriptions will end in a death for a woman. So when they look at 800,000 prescriptions in this study, you would expect about 2 deaths associated with this prescription. However, you have over 165,000 supposedly life-threatening concerns that came up, but only 2 approximate deaths? This makes no sense and shows even further how skewed their numbers are. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give me a follow and comment below. I'll see you next time.